Hello, my name is Gabby, and I'm here to celebrate New Day for Children's 11th birthday with you. I want you to know what a difference you've made in my life. I'm not sure I'd be alive today if it weren't for you. It's hard for most people to believe, but from my earliest childhood memories, I was bought and sold for sex. I grew up in a cult where I was sold by my birth mother to cult members and other random men. It started when I was 3 or 4 and went on until I was about 12. And then one day, my birth mother dropped me off on a street corner and she just never came back. So I lived on the streets. Okay, a bunch of bad stuff happened out there, but now fast forward with me to January 8th, 2018. That was the first day I met Kathy and Sharon from New Day for Children. They picked me up in a parking lot in the Bay Area. I don't know who was more nervous, me or Sharon, because later I found out that she had never done anything like that before. I was her very first transport up the mountain, so I'm pretty sure that makes me her favorite. I remember I wasn't feeling so great that day. I don't know if it was nerves, I was getting into a car with two women I didn't know, and they were taking me to a place far away that I'd never been to. But whatever it was, I hadn't felt well for a very long time. I had a chronic infection from some injuries, and I had bed bugs and scabies. But we loaded up the car and took off for what would be my new home for the next 15 months. On the way, they took me right to the doctor. She was able to treat the bed bugs and scabies quickly, but it was just last year I got the other physical damage fixed. Shriners did the surgery and they were awesome. It lasted 6.5 hours and they got rid of the infection and they did extensive reconstruction. I used to have to wrap bandages around myself like a mummy, but I don't have to do that anymore. The damage was due to injuries that my birth mother inflicted on me as a girl. I'm really glad I got to have this surgery because the damage was just a constant reminder of what had been done to me, and I wanted to do and think about something actually anything other than that. I remember arriving on the mountain that day, and it was wonderful and yet strange to have a safe place to live and sleep. I mean, I had a bed and a shower and food, all the food I could eat. I didn't trust it at first. It's like, what do you want from me? It was also hard because I'd been in charge of getting those things for myself for a really long time. I learned a lot on that mountain. I learned that I am lovable and that when people love you, they don't hurt you. It didn't matter if I messed up or got angry or frustrated, they just loved me. And they still love me. There were a lot of animals on the mountain, which was super fun. There were goats, a pig named Pig Floyd, cats, a horse, a ton of dogs. I got to help raise Newfoundland puppies too. It was so cool. It was also super hard because sometimes I'd work really long shifts taking care of the puppies. And I met Jesus while I was there. I love that he loves me just as I am, with all my hurt and all my scars. Now, fast forward with me to September 2020. I can't tell you where I live, but I am in a really great place. I have a family. I have a mom and a dad and brothers and sisters. I ride my bike a lot and help my mom with volunteer work. I also like to play different instruments and do artwork. In August, I started my senior year of high school. And while it stinks that I can't actually go to school and be around other kids, I know that I'm going to get to graduate in May of 2021. I'm going to college next year, which is crazy. Life is really hard sometimes, and COVID has not helped. At first, being quarantined at home reminded me of being caged as a kid. My birth mother used to make me sleep in a dog crate in the garage, so it was hard not to freak out. But I'm dealing really well now. I'm a social person, so I miss my friends and school, but I'm not alone. I've got my family, and I've got New Day, and I have all of you. Because of you, I still get what I need to grow and heal. I miss a lot of school growing up, and I know I'm smart, but there were some significant holes in my education. So New Day will get me extra tutoring if I need it. And I'm going to need it this year because I have two math classes and that is not my best subject. They're going to pay for therapy, academic trips, or conferences that deal with human trafficking. And they're just here for me. helping me along my way. After college, I want to help other kids who have been trafficked or who are in foster care. I want to be like their voice and advocate and give them what they need when they need it, like you and New Day for Children did for me. So thanks again for helping me get to where I am today and for allowing me a future. Jeremiah 29:11 is one of my favorite verses, and it says this: "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." It seems to me that God brought my hope and future through New Day for Children, and you, and for that I cannot possibly thank you enough. Thank you for letting me share a bit of my story today.